To President Sexton, university trustees, esteemed faculty, honored guests, family, and friends, welcome and thank you for sharing this momentous occasion with all of us today. To my fellow classmates, congratulations. You've worked extremely hard to be here today and should be very proud of your accomplishments. To my fiancée, Faith, I cannot thank you enough for supporting me through the insanity that has been the past 5 years of our lives. I couldn't have done it without you, and should tell you that more often. But maybe doing it in front of 35,000 people will make up for it. To the class of 2015, it's all of you. Yeah. I am humbled to be graduating with such a diverse and exceptionally brilliant group of individuals, and it's an honor to be speaking on your behalf here today at Yankee Stadium. Those of you who know me know that I have an affinity for China. I've studied abroad in Shanghai, learned how to cook all of my favorite Chinese foods, know all the best restaurants in the city, and even picked up a few words of Mandarin, above and beyond the standard beer and iced coffee that got me through my summer studying abroad in China. One of the words that has stuck with me the most is the word for crisis. When written, it is composed of two characters. The first character represents danger, while the second character, though having multiple meanings, can represent opportunity. Many of you who graduate today lived in New York City 3 years ago when we had our very own crisis, as Hurricane Sandy made its way up the East Coast, leaving behind a path of destruction. Even those of you who did not live here can appreciate the devastation that it brought to so many members of our community and residents of our university, many of whom are still struggling to rebuild their lives. As I stand here today, thinking back to that crisis and the nights that we spent evacuating patients from our university hospitals, both Tisch and Bellevue, I recall images of critically ill patients who were attached to battery-operated monitors being carried down the stairwells on sleds by our staff and volunteers. Images of the National Guard hauling these huge jugs of gasoline up 20 flights of stairs to help power what was left of our generators. And images of the water crashing over the East River storm barrier and surging towards our university hospitals along First Avenue. Alongside that scene, however, was another equally indelible. The image of over 100 of my classmates who came out to help support the evacuation of Bellevue Hospital throughout the night. What they encountered that evening at Bellevue was something very different from the Steadfast Hospital in which they completed their training. The situation awaiting them was dangerous, and the tasks that would be asked of them were very difficult. These volunteers were asked to help evacuate hundreds of ill patients with limited supplies, no running water, and severely rationed electricity. All the while, Hurricane Sandy continued to tear apart the city beyond the hospital walls. These students, however, saw past that difficulty, past the danger of this crisis, to recognize the opportunity that they had to help save the institution that they cared for so deeply and the patients who were counting on them to come to the rescue. Did they have to stay and help? No. Was it expected of them? Absolutely not. These students could have very easily walked right out of Bellevue, straight back to their apartments, to pack a suitcase and leave the city. But they didn't. They chose to serve their community, to serve their university. What has struck me the most about my experience at NYU over the past 5 years is the way that our students, our graduates, constantly strive to give back to their community, no matter how dangerous, how difficult, or how controversial the situation before them might seem. They seek out the opportunity to help others and make the world a better place when many of their peers would just walk away. Whatever it is, whatever drives all of you to do the things that you do, it's what makes NYU such an amazing place to call home. When you leave Yankee Stadium today, you will be graduates of New York University. There you go. Come on. You will count yourselves among the fortunate few who were given the privilege to attend one of the world's premier universities, where you were educated by world-class faculty and lived in what is definitely the greatest city in the world. You've had the opportunity to be part of an exceptional institution where you've learned the importance of giving back to your community and fighting for those who are less fortunate. And we should all take inspiration from the remarkable individuals to whom we bestowed honorary degrees here today. For each in their own way, have forged lives of opportunity out of struggle, and then dedicated themselves to making life better for others. I challenge you all, wherever you begin the next stage of your career, to follow their lead and show everyone why NYU continues to graduate leaders who are changing the world. Once again, congratulations on an incredible accomplishment, and best of luck in the next chapter of your lives. Thank you.